Good morning. Happy Saturday morning. Sharon Mahan, ingredient guru, coming to you live from my backyard on this beautiful Saturday morning in June. If you are watching live, if you could comment with where you're watching from, and if you're watching the replay, let me know that you're watching the replay by commenting a replay. But if you're watching me live, I'd love to give you a shout out. Today I wanted to talk about a topic that I get questions about literally all the time, like 3 or 4 times a week. This comes up in some way, shape, or form when people are looking at the products that they use in and around their home, on their skin, on their children, and cleaning supplies, basically any kind of everyday consumer product. So I'm going to tell you why I don't like to rely on those resources anymore. They can be a helpful tool when you're getting started learning about ingredients, but they're not something that you should be relying on as a crutch if you care about ingredients and products and not exposing yourself to harmful ingredients. Okay, but I also want to let you know, if you are interested in following me and this information, this is my fan page that you're watching from, Sharon Mahan, Ingredient Guru. So you can go ahead and go to the page and follow the page, and you can even choose to see my posts first so that you always can see what I am talking about. So the 2 apps that I want to talk about today are EWG Skin Deep Database and Think Dirty. So EWG was kind of one of the founding fathers of leading thought about ingredients in everyday products like shampoo and toothpaste and deodorant and all that good stuff, and lotions. And for a while, they were a pretty good independent resource, but over time, as that organization has grown, it is a nonprofit, and they do accept funding from various sources. And a couple of years ago, they began a program called EWG Verified. And basically what this program did was it kind of allowed manufacturers that met some basic guidelines to pay to play in order to get positive ratings in the EWG app. So I don't want to talk about specific companies, but I can tell you that what happened during this time frame when EWG was developing this program, they started quietly changing some ratings on ingredients. So ingredients that used to be rated like 5, 6, or 7 are now like 2, 3, and 4. And a couple of ingredients that I would say to look out for that fall into that bucket of ingredients that are used in EWG verified products are sodium benzoate, phenoxyethanol, and I believe talc is the other one. Talc, which is an ingredient that I'm sure you've heard in the news. J&J is facing multiple lawsuits that are being tried at the state level, and every week you're hearing more verdicts where Johnson & Johnson is being found guilty of using an ingredient that has been linked very strongly to cancer. Talc is in the asbestos family, so not something you want to be putting on your baby's bottom. So EWG is one that I've been saying for a while is less biased because of that verified program. So, people want a shortcut, right? Like, who wants to spend their time reading ingredients in the supermarket or online? Like, do you really want to spend, 15 minutes looking up ingredients? And thank you for the love, guys. And spending time researching. No, you want to be spending your time doing things that are a little more worthwhile, spending time with your family and all that other good stuff. But I get it. People want a shortcut. But let me tell you what I found with the Think Dirty app. I have found that there are a lot of products in that database that have very favorable scores. But when you dig a little bit deeper, and if you're using the Think Dirty app, it's kind of, it's available for iPhone. It's available for Android phones. It's a little difficult to figure out, like, you look at it and it's not immediately obvious what you can click on to get more information, but there is a tab in there with ingredients that are listed in order of how harmful they might be on the dirty meter. And then if you click on those ingredients, you can get a little bit of an explanation behind what's driving that score. And what I have found is that there's a lot of products with ingredients that are unrated. In other words, Think Dirty hasn't done the work to figure out if those ingredients are harmful or not. There's no research, there's basically nothing at all, and those ingredients are not counted towards the score at all. It's basically like as if they're not there. So there could be an unrated ingredient in one of those products that could be super, super harmful, but because the app doesn't have that as a rated ingredient, they let the ingredient scores, the scores of all of the other ingredients drive the total score, right? Crazy. So there's very much in this country, in the United States, a principle of, innocent until proven guilty. Whereas in other parts of the world, Europe, for example, they follow more of the precautionary principle when it comes to chemicals in everyday products. And they say, well, if we haven't definitively proven that it's safe, we're not going to use it. And that's why in Europe they ban almost 1,400 ingredients from personal care products, whereas here in the US we ban only 11. So it's a pretty startling difference. The other thing about Think Dirty, they've sort of touted themselves as an unbiased source, nonprofit. They don't accept money from big business, which is great, but in more recent months, maybe the last year, I began to notice, and maybe I just didn't notice it before, but the app is Think Dirty Shop Clean. And when you are browsing products, on the upper right-hand corner of the screen, there's a little shopping cart, and you can click on that cart, and it will take you to Think Dirty's Amazon affiliate shopping store. So basically what they've done is they have set up an affiliate account where they can recommend products through their app, and then people can click on it and go buy it on Amazon, and then the app gets a kickback. Affiliate programs are very, very common, but what I'm saying by this is to just be aware that there is a subtle bias there towards products that can be purchased at Amazon. So just keep that in mind. There's really no quick fixes. There's no magic app that's going to tell you what's safe. If you really want to be safe, you can do one of two things. You can either spend your time reading ingredients and researching and Googling, or you can drop a comment on this video and I will tell you what I have found on that particular ingredient. So yeah, my dog is barking to get inside. It's a little warm out here this morning. I'm always happy to help people decipher ingredient labels, but what I want you to do is post it as a comment on this video and I will reply so that everybody can kind of benefit from my knowledge. I like to share when when something's like definitive versus suspected issues with products and ingredients. So that's it for today. If you found this video valuable, please share it. Please share it. That's my puppy. And again, drop an ingredient in the comments and I will tell you what I think. But that's it for now, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather. Okay, bye.